With that being said, let me jump into the meat and the potatoes, the main prime crux of tonight's upload. The Haitians are running wild. Ça passe. Namboule. Okay. Peace to my Haitian peoples. Peace to my Haitian people. This is not hate on them. I don't hate on no Haitians. I love the Haitians. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of respect for the Haitians and their history. I know their history also. You know what I'm saying? Rich history. Rich history. If you don't know about them, you should know about them. The very first free republic post-colonization, Haiti. Haiti. Don't get it twisted. Haiti. Okay? All the jokes that we can make about them wearing, shoes, hard bottom shoes or white socks and jeans, all them jokes that we can actually give, they have a very rich history. All right. So when I saw what went down in Flatbush, Brooklyn, I wasn't surprised. I was not surprised one bit. Okay. You got the Haitians over there putting foot to ass on the ICE officers. Right? I rolled through to Brooklyn, because they had a job to do in Brooklyn, which is their job, right? And the Haitians said, "Not today." They said, "Not today." Right? On one hand, I got to give the Haitians some props, bro. I mean, bro. They came out of full force. You would have thought it was like a Labor Day parade, like the way it looked on through the actual picture. You would throw like a Labor Day parade. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, okay? But these guys were not they weren't playing any games. On one hand, I got to give respect where respect is due. That's the reason why these people actually want black people to join these. No, we ain't doing that. Still, we're still not doing that, okay? But with that being said, even though I got to give them guys props for standing on business, at the same time, I got to say, bro, you're also out of pocket. You're also out of pocket. Okay? The ICE was actually there to serve warrants on people that had, on people of Haitian nationality that had TPS, temporary protective status, in this country. Keyword temporary. It's in the name. Good Lord. All right. But they were there to execute a warrant for a few people that had to be deported back to Haiti. Okay. And the purposes of people getting temporary protective status is if things in their lands are so crazy, right, that they have to leave their lands in order for them to not die, right? They're to get temporary TPS, protective status, and come into this country. Temporarily, though. That's the main point. You can't show up temporarily and say, hey, I need help. Okay, sure, you can come in temporarily and then say, okay, I live here now. It's not how this works. Okay? It's not how this works, man. Okay? There's about 17 countries that's on the temporary protective status list. It's about 17, right? And there's actual rules that have to be met, guidelines that have to be met in order for you to be considered or to be given temporary protective status. This is not for anybody to just come through willy-nilly out the blue and say, hey, I need that. It's not how this goes. Okay? It's a way to assist you until things die down. And once they die down, then you got to go back home. Okay? That's how this works. And everybody, every nation practices the same thing. Right? So, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to act like this is a weird occurrence. It's some kind of anomaly that's happening only now. No, that's not what the case is. The case is, right? This has always been the case. There's anybody who's come over here under the classification of temporary protective status. Once things in your country have died down, it's time for you to go home. Okay? That's how this works, man. All right? You can't run to me. You can't, that's the equivalent of like you run into my house because you're being chased, right? You're in danger. Somebody's chasing you. You come to the house, hey, let me in, let me in. Somebody's trying to kill me. And I say, okay, come inside, right? And then when the person leaves, you say, hey, I live here now. What? You know? Nah. That's not how this works, man. Okay, the danger is gone. All right, now it's time for you to leave. That's normally how this works. That's how it's supposed to work, right? So, you know, let's see what takes place, what happens from this point on. You know, it's not just going to go away because you may have won the battle, but you didn't win the war. All right. So, you know, people are going to have to come to terms. Yo, it's time for you to go home. Now, here's the thing though. The option is open for you to go home, right? And come back and do it the right way to become a citizen. That option also is available to you. Come on, man. You can't bypass the rules, B. That's not how this works, man. All right. You know what I'm saying? Rules are created for a reason. Without rules, you have anarchy. You got bedlam. Okay? You got Arkham Asylum without rules. You gotta have rules, man. Okay? You gotta have rules. All right. So my suggestion, take your emotions out of it, right? Go to flip back home, okay? And begin the process to become a U.S. citizen, if you so choose to, if you want that, right? But begin the process legally and the right way, all right? And then come back. All will be, you know, well at that point. All's well that ends well, okay? But if you keep going on the status, you're going to be on the list of being banned from the actual country. That wouldn't be smart. I don't think so, right? It wouldn't be smart. So let's not be stupid. Be smart, okay? So, what again? At the same time, sabase, nabule, okay? To my people, my Asian people. I still got love for y'all. A whole lot of love for y'all. And respect too. Gotta give respect is due, man. You know what I mean? Nobody saw that coming. But again, I'm not surprised. I know the history of the Haitians. You know what I'm saying? Dessalines. That's a Dessalines spirit. All right? Respect to Dessalines. Props to them. Okay? But temporary status has now been upended. It's going to run out in September. You gotta go home. You gotta go home. So be smart. Don't be stupid. Don't be emotional. All right? Be smart. Okay? And peace again to my Haitian people. I got mad love for y'all. Don't get it twisted. Okay? But just because I got love for you don't mean I'm gonna put up with your foolishness either at the same time. That ain't love. All right? So